welcome you all to today's live. I will be talking about natural remedies for waist pain. I am the president and founder of Grace and God Foundation, enlightening the public on regaining and retaining their health through natural foods. I've been doing this for several years now with results. So today I want to get into the part 2. You can go look at the part 1 on waist pain causes, most common causes of waist pain, the remedies is what I want to talk about today. So if you are a woman, you are going through waist pain because women are mostly affected. It affects men as well. But like I said earlier, the reason for women being more often affected I may not have a scientific reason for that, but I believe maybe because most of the women are on the heavy side, weight gain, sedentary life, hormonal activities, estrogen issues, and a lot of other factors that may be responsible. And then the lifestyle too, the eating lifestyle, the type of food most women are, all this scribbling and all of that, eating sugary things, sweets, and lifestyle generally also may be the reason why most of them are often affected. So there are very many remedies for waist pain, but it's important for me to restate that I like to discuss the waist pain, the things I have tested. I am not maybe a sufferer. I am not a carrier of waist pain. But once in a while, I do experience, a mild symptom of it, which quickly goes away. Because I have told us earlier that if you know the cause of a disease, you can also, you already have way to treating or recovering from it. So most times when I experienced some early sign of waist, I tend to know the cause and I quickly go address it and it's gone. And I told us earlier already that our body can heal. It can heal itself. I need to repeat that. It does not matter how long the waist pain has been. You can discipline yourself and follow the guide. You will recover. The body has all it takes to recover from that waist pain. And then it's left for you. It's for you to know, to follow, and then give it the material that it needs. There are some common foods that we know that are common in our region. There are other uncommon things, herbs that are great for waist pain, but I won't be discussing them here because I have used some of them like St. John's wort, devil's claw, and all of that through supplement several years ago. But I'll not like to be talking about something that is not readily available around us, something you can't even find in the market around here. So because of this community, I'll be, focusing more on those things that are common amongst us. And some of them I have tested on one or two occasions, and I've also heard people testify that when I recommended it for them, it worked. So these are my basis and my reasons for also mentioning those herbs. Some of us are always quick to take paracetamol and other analgesics, pain relievers to quickly, get rid of pain. Yes, it's when the pain is allowed to stay. I mean, when you do not address the pain, the cause of the pain early, and the inflammation gets to that stage where you need medication or go to hospital and all of that. I'm not against that, but I always advise you that any small symptom of pain, any small sign of, you must, quickly address it before it begins to, affect your entire health. Because when one part of the body is sick and you fail to address it, it definitely will affect the other. It's going to like spread. The other parts will begin to feel it too. And that is why you don't just have to leave the waist pain and just be managing it. You need to find a way to get rid of that, because waist pain is an inflammation around that area. And some of the causes, when you experience waist pain, you need to also know whether you have added weight, or whether you are sitting, maybe there's a position you are sitting that has, triggered it, because there is always a trigger. But besides that, another one remedy that I know among the herbs that is very common you can take, ginger is good for waist pain. We know that. Can make a tea of ginger, or ginger and turmeric, and take as tea. That's a common remedy. But I need to let us know something. Do not take the turmeric too much. Do not take the ginger also too much. Moderation is our rule. And if your body is actually lacking a particular nutrient, or or maybe you are not taking sufficient protein, sufficient calcium, and other things that is needed for the internal balance that you need. If you continue and start taking ginger, turmeric, you may even experience more pain. Please take note of this. So it's important for you to know what your body is asking for, what exactly is missing, what has brought the imbalance in your body internally that gave rise to waist pain. You can make a simple, the one that, when you have gone out or done some stressful thing, or done some certain activities, and you suspect that pains may come, which ignorant people, I say, quickly take paracetamol to reduce it. Not at all. But if you are already aware of some of these herbs and remedies, immediately you come back, or you are done with that event or activity, you can make your turmeric, fresh ginger, I suggest, please. You can just go grate a fresh ginger, fresh turmeric. You can add, if you are not diabetic, you can add a little honey. You can also add, I like to add some little dates. You can add any other whatever, but just mildly. And then you take it to relax that same day before the inflammation settles. Because where we often make mistake is, we often allow the inflammation to settle. Don't give it time to settle before you start your remedies. Once you do, or you engage in activity that is most likely to create inflammation, you must quickly take some of these teas and do these remedies, because we believe in prevention. Not when you have a very excruciating pain already, you now begin to try remedies. Not at all, my dear. Not at all. You must always, guard and watch over your health. When you hear a small symptom around, don't ignore it. That small waist pain may be a sign of something. I've had occasion to buy, to get, was going out somewhere some time ago, and I was, about to take ginger and turmeric, already made, because I don't like all those already made something. And after taking it, I was feeling pain instead at the back, towards towards the right side. I couldn't finish it because They may have added some other things. They may have also added too much turmeric, because too much turmeric is actually not good, even especially for the kidney. Don't overdo it. Mark these words, please. Don't overdo it. Something like turmeric is a great herb, but every of these herb that we talk about has its own, limit that you take it. You don't have to just take without, being sure that that is exactly what your body is asking for at the time. So ginger and turmeric is a great home remedy, but best taken at the onset, not when the pain is so severe that you need to go for checkup. It's best taken at the beginning when you suspect, because the ginger helps to improve blood circulation, which you need to help to reduce inflammation. And then the turmeric, the synergy is great for pains generally, but mostly when the pain is yet to settle. Another remedy also that works for waist pain is pineapple leaves. I already said it before to somebody, to some of us who are aware. When we talk about pineapple leaves, I will be, showing us, those of us that are in the platform, I already showed us pineapple leaves, that flower of the pineapple. You can make tea out of it. You can make tea out of it and take, because it's great for waist pain. It works for waist pain. Some of these things are recent, but are very potent. Before now, we never knew. We only take the pineapple and throw away the other. In fact, the most important part is what we were throwing away before, what ignorance can do. So, but today we know that the pineapple leaves or flowers, as we call it, that tail end of the pineapple that we normally throw away, is great for waist pain. So you can make tea out of it and then you drink it. It's great. And something about pineapple generally, I need to also let us know, is that it has potent anti-inflammatories that works for waist pain, that works for pains generally, and works for a lot of other inflammatory conditions. It's great for pains. I'm talking of uh, pineapple generally, because most of these pains, sometimes they start at a place, and before you know it, they're already spreading.